This is yet another game I feel doesn't get enough recognition. The game is created by Asobo, a studio that has a track record of nothing but pure gold, from games like Toy Story 3, WALL-E, and the breakout game of 2006, Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties. I know I'm late on playing and reviewing this game, but now that I have to spread the word. I'm hitting myself for missing this game when it came out, and you will be too after watching this review. Welcome all you average gamers for tuning in to yet another MostAverage review, where we give our honest thoughts on a game, good or bad. This video is brought to you by Glitch Energy, the no BS sugar-free energy supplement for gamers, by gamers. So grab some Glitch, sit back, and enjoy. This game has the heart of an indie title with the ambitions of a AAA game. I was instantly taken in by the scenery of the game in an age where single-player, linear, narrative-driven games are becoming rarer and rarer. This game is a nice change of pace. In a land of open-world, live service games, A Plague's Tale is a breath of fresh air and a great change of pace. The voice acting of the two main protagonists, Amicia and Hugo de Rune, is spot on and very compelling. This game reminds me of Hellblade in the way it surprised me with narrative and visuals. Hellblade was another narrative-driven game that pushed audio to the next level, where this game I feel really pushed the limits with its lighting engine. As always, we will break the game down into categories and discuss each one.
Amicia, why did they want to capture us?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it right now.
We'll ask Laurentius to take us to see Mommy and Daddy.
Yes, of course.
I was blessed to play the game on PS5, and the game recently received a 9th gen update for current consoles. The game's lighting engine is truly astonishing and makes every little detail really pop. The character models and animations are on par with any AAA game out there. I feel like I was watching a movie and was almost annoyed to have to interact at times. Not that I didn't want to play, just that the game and cutscenes were so magical and the story being conveyed on screen just drew me in, unlike any game I've played recently. I don't know if it was the fact that the game took place in a previously barely explored setting, 14th century France during the 100-Year War and the Black Plague, or if it was the actual story being told, but either way I could not put my controller down. I could go on and on with praise for the visuals, but it's not just the textures or the lighting, it's the way the setting was laid out, the way the NPCs moved about the land, and the way the environment looks truly lived in that makes the world so believable. It reminds me of playing Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy, the way the levels were designed and stylized. The team at Asobo really pushed the lighting of their in-house engine to its fullest. At times it was tough to tell whether or not this game was using ray tracing or not. I actually had to Google whether or not it was, and the game does not use ray tracing, not yet at least. But on the sequel, Asobo is looking into taking the lighting to the next level. They plan on using ray tracing for much more than just lighting though. They plan on using it for pathing of the rats and much more. Asobo created this engine specifically for this game. The lighting and the rat physics are unlike any engine I've seen not using ray tracing. The game can render up to 5,000 rats at one time, which is extremely impressive. If this game is what Asobo can do with a modest budget and a game made for last gen, I can't wait to see what this studio does with the bigger budget and a current gen sequel that they're working on. The visuals are impressive, they are, but I don't believe that's the strongest part of the game. I believe the strongest is the story, and not necessarily the overarching story, but the story between Hugo and Amicia and how they grow and become stronger together with the whole world literally turned against them.
Good Lord.
Well, I'll be damned. You're the rest of them.
What? No, wait, we're just looking for someone.
And you found him. It's your damn music what brought them out, huh? Those dirty vermin that invaded our church. That filth would attack our children in their beds and gave them the black thing. But now you found Conrad Malfort. And I'm telling you, this is the last village you'll infect.
Amicia!
Come on. Run, Hugo!
As I was saying before, the story takes place in 14th century France during the 100-Year War. a setting I myself have not really explored in a game I can think of off the top of my head. The story is about Amicia and Hugo as they flee the French Inquisition and from hordes of rats spreading the Black Plague. The game starts off on a shocker when your pup Lion gets taken by the first appearance of the rat hordes.
Don't give up, Leon! I'm coming, Leon! Keep him there and you'll get a piece for yourself! The bow. It's bleeding. He stopped barking. He must have found it. These bridges were almost new. Someone's not going to be happy. The trees. What did that? Leo, come here! It's the bow. But how? Leon couldn't have done that. Leo! Come here! Leo! Leo! I'm here! I'm coming! My dog. Who did this?
On your way back to your castle, the French Inquisition shows up looking for your younger brother. I don't really want to give away why they're looking for him, because I'm going to try and skip spoilers, but I will say that the blood of Hugo is special. That's the overarching story, but the subplot is how Amicia and Hugo come together against all odds. In the beginning, Amicia and Hugo aren't very close, but after facing off against the Inquisition and the hordes of rats, they grow a bond that can take on anything. They also meet a cast of characters that are facing similar odds, but from completely different backgrounds. And every character, in my opinion, is voice acted extremely well, other than maybe the other brother and sister that you meet along the journey. The way the game plays into the relationship between Amicia and Hugo through actual gameplay mechanics is an amazing way to not only show, but have you feel the way the relationship grows. If you felt distant or estranged to your siblings, this story can really hit home, and even if not, the game is filled to the brim with the feels. I really enjoyed every moment of this game, and I cannot wait to play the sequel.
Stay down.
Hugo, it's me, Gabrielle. Come here, quickly.
Hey, you! What the hell are you doing?
Let's go.
Where's the kid, huh?
Leave him alone.
Shut your mouth. He belongs to the Inquisition.
He's
Should have
just
handed
a
over the
child.
child.
You've lost
Was
your
it really that
mind.
hard?
Leia!
I don't know anything. There you go. That'll teach you.
No.
There's a lot more to the story than just two kids running from rats. I think that's what I thought for the longest time, and maybe that's why I waited so long on this title to play it. I wish I could just lay out the whole game for you here, but part of the amazing experience I had was discovering all the little bits of lore, the little bits of each character's backstory, and also just learning what the game was actually about and the twisted reality of the Inquisition. It was a story that I will remember for a long time. The story is fantastic, but what about the mechanics and the moment-to-moment gameplay? Well, let me tell you, it's also quite great and works extremely well. In the 16 hours I spent exploring the world of A Plague's Tale, I never had a single glitch, crash, or any kind of bug that I could find. Amicia and Hugo do die in one shot if noticed by the Inquisition or surrounded by a horde of rats without a light source. They are both young and fairly weak, but Amicia is equipped with a sling.
There's no escape. Sooner or later. Come on, Conrad. Show him what you do best. Is that how... I'm just a bit rusty. You think you can defeat me? I fought in 2 wars, you... I know what you're like. Fine. I can use that to my advantage. I'm going to show you what it's like to lose someone you love. There's no escape. sooner or later. I'm not scared of dying, you know. You took away from me the only thing I had.
No! Don't make me do this, please!
Enough. One of us is going to die, and the winner will be cursed for all eternity.
And as the game goes on, you can upgrade the sling and your armor and learn new alchemical skills to craft new throwables. Hugo has also learned some pretty nifty tricks in the late game as well that makes the game extremely fun. As the game progresses, you will come across stealth and rat horde puzzles. With the stealth puzzles, it's pretty straightforward. Amicia and the gang must use the tools at their disposal to not get noticed. You meet a young lad by the name of Roderick, the blacksmith's son, who can overpower and take down guards when they are not looking. As the game goes on, you learn all kinds of mechanics and meet more people that give you different talents to sneak around the Inquisition.
Wanting to do this for 2 days. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
We need to leave. The other guards must have heard that. What's that door?
A special order. My father's masterpiece.
And do you know how to open it? Because that would be a real help.
Hey, you there! Guard!
It would help us a lot.
It'll take a bit of time.
Carry on. I'll keep them back.
When it comes to the rat horde, that's where the game really shines, in my opinion. The way that thousands of rats swarm around you and other objects in the room is an amazing sight to see, and the way the light is rendered not only makes the game look amazing, but makes the puzzles fun and logical. I really had a good time playing this game, and I was able to play it basically in one sitting as I couldn't put the controller down. So yet again, it's probably pretty obvious to see I would recommend this game, but it goes so much farther than that. Similar to games like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and The Last of Us, and Hellblade, I believe this game is a must-play, especially if you are a fan of third-person narrative-driven action-adventure games. I really hope you get a chance to play this game, as not only is it not a time killer, it's also a story that will stick with you for years, and not to mention a sequel is coming out in the next couple years. Well, all you average gamers, thanks for tuning in to another Most Average review. I appreciate you sticking around to the end, and remember to check the links below if you really want to support the channel. Along with yourself, check out the Glitch Energy link below and pick yourself up some Glitch. With the promo code MostAverage, you get 10% off your next purchase. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and go make some average plays, my friends. I'll catch you on the next one.